Support it if we get up and go to work and we pay our taxes.
protest against it.
Yeah, I do too, but I'm just saying we do have to support it sometimes. We get up and we go to work.
Might I have a napkin? Mr. Yellen, thank you so kindly. No offense meant. Your career sounds very interesting.
Can I request 10 minutes to talk about some policy that I created? I tried online, but I guess it didn't really work, or I forgot, or dropped the ball. But if there's time today, I'd like to talk about it. It has to do with filming the police.
Yes.
Okay. Whatever you want, Chair. Are you acting chair? Oh, that's right. I can't act as chair.
I'm
I
acting
have no
chair.
idea.
What's your subject, Chair? Can we go over this?
I'm
Should we
a
just do
director.
star signs? I want to be a police astrologer. I just need to know. I think he's a Gemini. I'm sorry. I just get real. I'm a Leo. Watch out.
I'm a Libra Capricorn.
Libra. Okay, hey, I'm on the right side here, man.
I don't want to put you on the spot, Lisa, but I know you've been through the IPR process.
You're not putting me on the spot. I don't mind at all.
All right, I don't want to do that.
Spotlight.
Goodness inside.
I know you've been through the court system. Related to this, the sort of the general accountability issue that we're having, you may or may not have some comments or suggestions. We're welcome to.
Yes, I will expand on it. My first interaction with what happened to me back in 2012 on February 17th. My response to that, when I was brutally assaulted and disrespected and humiliated by two Portland police officers, Gregory Baldwin and Officer Jordan Winkle, who was in training at the time, did a very disservice to themselves and to society and community as a whole, and to myself. It's an atrocity. I'm just really, really saddened by what we have come to as a society, withholding police accountability. And we're still here having these meetings, having these city council meetings, you know, instead of firing these police officers, firing these city councilmen, firing, getting rid of the mayors, getting rid of the crooked judges. I went to like 5 hearings. It took them a whole year to contact me about the complaint that I filed with IPR and CRC through someone else that worked for the city. Now, mind you, I didn't file an initial complaint. Someone went to IPR, Constantine Severe, and filed a complaint for me because I was so traumatized and humiliated, and I couldn't say, I couldn't speak, I couldn't do anything. I stayed in the house, you know, I couldn't do anything. I was just so helpless, you know. I didn't have, you know, no outside help from anyone. I called a 911 research operator after this happened and told her exactly what happened to me. And she is the one that got my complaint hearing in the city today. I went to 5 hearings, and these Officer Baldwin and Officer Winkle got exonerated by Sergeant Elroy, you know, and he was,
Elroy?
Vincent, no, black guy.
Oh, Vincent Elmore.
Elmore.
He's on the COAB.
Yes, excuse me, Elmore.
He's on the COAB.
Yes, I know that. Yes.
He's on the COAB?
Yeah. He exonerated them it took them a whole year to exonerate them. They wanted me to do mediation and all that, you know, and I filled out that yellow form that you fill out for a complaint. You know, I told them exactly what happened to me, that I was racially profiled, that my rights were violated, that I was mistaken identity for Hispanic male, 5'4" to 5'6", raffling through mailboxes at 10 o'clock in the morning, and I'm on my way to Free Geek to volunteer there, if anyone knows what Free Geek is. And they were expecting me, and I never showed up. I was in fear of my life. I had to call my son to let him know what was going on with me, and the officers basically was grabbing the phone because I wouldn't hang up because I was so afraid for my life, you know, that I didn't know what they were gonna do to me, you know. The officer was so rude and so violent with me. He told me, shut the fuck up, you black bitch, you have no fucking rights. You know, and he went in my backpack without my consent. Him and his other officer that he was training, they groped my private areas when they did a search of me without my consent. I asked for a female police officer, and it fell on deaf ears. I was just so traumatized, and it's raining, mind you. I had a cup of coffee in my hand when they walked up on me, and my earbuds and my cell phone listening to music, waiting on the bus to go volunteer. They just walked up on me, asked me for my ID, my who I am. You know, I said, well, you asked me all these questions, and you see I'm standing at the bus stop waiting for a bus. You know, what did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? You know, why are you here? Why are you asking me all these questions? I have a right to ask you questions just as well. I am a citizen. You know, if I did something wrong, you know, then tell me what I did wrong. Otherwise, just leave me alone, you know. And they got more pissed off, you know. They went inside my backpack without my consent. Didn't find any mail, you know. He said, I saw you get off the bus stop, Miss Haynes, you know. He went inside my backpack without my consent, so I'm gonna get it anyway. He went in there and got my backpack and got my ID out of there. There was no mail in there. I'm not a Hispanic male. I'm 4'10", Native American black woman. And I told them, I said, who are you looking for? Who are you looking for? They would never tell me. I didn't know that they were looking for a Hispanic male until I went to my first hearing. My advocate, Brianna Swift, was my advocate at the time, and she didn't know either as well. Everybody else knew what was going on but me. The CRC knew what was going on but me. And they just railroaded me at my hearing, you know, and made me out to be a criminal. Yes, okay. The CRC, IPR, Constantine Severe. He said, I'm sorry, Ms. Haynes, for stacking the deck on you and your son. You know, from another case, they brought an old case that they brought in on me, trying to stack the deck on me. You know, they violated my rights. I have PTSD now. I'm injured. I don't even really go anywhere anymore. I don't have a social life, you know.
I think all black people have the right to say they have PTSD.
Yeah.
All black people have the right to say they have PTSD, whether we say it or not. And who's going to tell us that we don't after 300 years of a system in place? Okay? So we have to start somewhere. We have to look at that, and we have to know that that's there. We have to own our parts and all of that before we move forward. I look like I was 100% cotton picker. My great-great-grandfather was a white man in Texas, okay, who had a ranch. We know how that stuff happens, but to see me, I look like I come from a line of cotton pickers, okay? And we can judge that. I'm saying that's the type of stuff I have to get over to walk out here every day. And I didn't just do that on my own. So we're talking about the police officers, okay? We all came from somewhere. And we all came from this place that we made. So own your stuff. That's the only way we're gonna be able to move forward. Own your stuff.
This is sounding really victim blaming, and it's making me.
I'm not a victim at all. I am not a victim.
I'm so glad you're not a victim.
I'm not.
Now victim blaming. No, I support you. Yeah, you're
Whoa.
I'm sorry.
Telling my story, if I can continue.
Yeah,
Yes, please.
My mom is a victim.
Sorry.
Let that be known right now.
Let's wait until.
Yes, that's my
Sorry,
mother.
but it's all right.
I ain't heard me yet, dropped out too. Go ahead, Mom.
I went to 4 hearings. 4 hearings. And it was a fiasco. It was like, you know, I'm getting stared at, feeling like I'm being retaliated against. Sergeant Elmore, he stared at me, he made me feel threatened in there, you know. I have pictures of it, you know, I have video of him just staring at me, you know. He's lying, saying all kind of things, you know, that Mrs. Haynes had no plans on cooperating. That's on video. He didn't even know me. He don't know my family. He don't know my son. He doesn't know my situation. He didn't know me before all this happened. But yet, I was getting treated like a criminal, not a citizen of the United States of America.
What was Sergeant?
Where's my rights?
What was Sergeant Elmore's involvement in the hearing?
He is the officer that, the sergeant at the time, the captain that exonerated.
Right, okay, right.
Yes. And, every time, the last hearing, they had new committees, you know. There was an attorney there at the first one, I can't remember his name, Yashivit,
Conchita?
Yeah. No, he's a white attorney. He said, let's get the elephant out of the room. You know, let's get the elephant out of the room. Miss Haynes is a 4'10" African-American woman. She is not a Hispanic male. You know, we had public comments, you know. I'm standing on the corner of 82nd and Foster Road.